Hi everyone, it's Lee here. Welcome to another day of Junk Journal January. So my arty junk journal, which is filling up really nicely. I love yesterday's. My flamenco dancer, so that's a collage piece. And yeah, I just love everything about that. So that was a little bit different for me. Today we're doing texture, so that was bookshelf. Cross that off. Oops, sorry. So we're doing texture, and texture doesn't mean texture paste. It can mean all sorts of things. So before I go on, for anybody who doesn't realise that Junk Journal January is hosted by Meg from Meg Journals in collaboration with Get Messy Art. So it's 31 prompts for the month of January to help you be a little bit more creative than perhaps you might normally have been. Now you can see my hands haven't even started, covered in paint, and this is what happens when you put something on the floor to dry and your dog decides to come in the room and walks all over the wet. Tissue paper. She had it stuck to the bottom of her foot. I managed to get it off, but yeah, everything's stuck together and holy. So I think, given that today is texture, I think I might have to put that in as is to be my texture. So I'm going to open that out, but I'm only doing to here. So why don't I put a piece of masking tape on that? So how's everyone going? Are you playing along? That's the big question. Or do you just watch? Oh wow, there's a good start. Oh, I've got something to make circles with now. We're waiting for that to run out. Hang on, where's my other roll of tape? Okay, I can only find the big one. I've got others somewhere. They're probably right in front of my nose. Guess I got a big roll, a wide one. I actually have been waiting for one of these to run out because they make great circles. You can use them as stamps, and you can use them on the jelly plate. So I'm just going to put that there. I might end up leaving that there, I'm not sure. Just tear the end of it off. Yeah, what was I saying? I hope you've all been playing along. Hey, thanks a lot to all the new subscribers. Like, I really appreciate that. So you've helped me get well and truly over the 4,000 mark, for which I'm very grateful. So 5,000 is the next target. Well, it's a long way off though. There's a big difference between 4,000 and 5,000. Believe me. Okay, so that's dry. I'm going to use some matte gel medium to glue down this poor old piece of paper. The paint's still a little bit damp on it, so let's see what happens. I just had a little bit of a break yesterday. I had made the video, but I just, you know, there are days when you just don't want to do it. So I didn't do it. Simple as that. Now, how am I going to get this to stick? Maybe I need some more gel medium. There's going to be a lot of texture here. I might have plonked it right on the spine, but never mind. We'll live with that. Good texture here. I want to make sure that there is glue right underneath that so it doesn't lift up. I don't care if it's got holes in it, that really doesn't make any difference. It needs to be stuck down properly. Yeah, I had all those pieces of tissue. Oh, it's deli paper. And I thought I'd gone and put the you know, I painted on them with the black paint. So I thought I'd add some colour to some of them, and then this one was just the one where I'd done the stamping and the stamping hadn't worked properly on it. It's difficult to work with this stuff. It's really good on the gel plate. I find it great on the gel plate, but I don't think it's that great with stamping. If you're painting with a paintbrush, it has a tendency to stick to the paintbrush and lift up and get stuck everywhere you don't want it to be stuck, and that sort of thing. Alright, I think that's pretty much on there. And what I'm going to do is just cover it in another sort of glue. What have I got? Just, oh, I know what I use. The clear gesso. Because that'll help it to stick down. And it'll stop the paint from reactivating. It's a dark and gloomy day here today, so I hope the light stays good. I've got the overhead light on today, which I don't normally like using because you can see the shadow of my hand. But you're going to have to put up with that, I'm afraid, because it's not light enough otherwise. Okay, so I need to dry that off. And I can start adding stuff. It's a bit loose there. I'm going to put a hole in it. Whereas something to poke a hole with. Come on. Probably something here. Will this work? Because it's loose. I don't like that. Come on. Oh dear. Here's the fingernail. That's better. That would drive me crazy if I was doing something over that and it keeps moving around underneath what I'm working on. Okay, I'm going to dry that off. That was my chair, by the way, not me. That made that noise. Alright, I'll dry it off and then we'll move on to the next step. That's nice and dry now. Now can anybody... Oh, it's not there. It's still a bit damp. Can anyone see what I can see in the middle here? It looks like a little creature of some sort sitting in like a window or a cave entrance, something like that. See there? It's got ears. Could be an owl. Yeah, I think it's dry enough now. So I'm going to use some white gesso and just scrape it ever so lightly over that, and I'm hoping that it'll just catch on those edges, the little bumpy bits. Hard to believe that we're up to day, what is it, 23? 23, yeah. January's just about gone. I might have to turn the book around so I can scrape against the ridges. Maybe not. Let's do this. I like that, the way it just catches on the raised bits of the tissue. Maybe a sponge would work better with that. Got some sponges, bits of sponge. See this thing? I walked in the other day and I saw that sitting on my desk and I thought, oh, there's a piece of half-eaten peach or something on my desk. That's what it looked like to me. That's actually a piece of it. Sponge. Never mind. It doesn't work that well. I thought it'd go better than that. What about a finger? Not really. Where it's like really raised up, it's okay. But where it's not as prominent, it's not that great. Maybe a different shaped scraper. So I've only got the tiniest little bit of gesso on there, barely enough to even see it. I think the scraper was working a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to dry that off, and then I think I'll try and do something with a different colour over the top. Well, I've managed to do it again, haven't I? Now this is about the 4th or 5th time. I think it was me. I don't think there's anything wrong with the camera, but yeah, you missed out on seeing how I got to this stage, but basically I just slapped some different paints on there. Yeah, and now I'm just going to use some black to put some marks on and draw some other things, and yeah, just basically have fun. And I'll just fast forward through this bit. Hopefully nothing else is missing. Oh, I stopped doing it there because I'm going to put something over in the middle of the page, so that's why there's only one mark there by itself. So sorry about that, but I think it's pretty obvious what I've done. I've just painted with some white paint, some yellow paints, and that's not an orange in there, it's actually a pineapple. No, not a pineapple. That is called warm yellow. It's an orangey yellow colour. But anyway, on we go. I'm just going to put it on fast forward, slap a bit of music in, and go and see if I can find the other half of my brain, which I obviously have left somewhere. Hope you enjoy this. Well, as you can see, I'm having way too much fun with those fluoro coloured paint pens, but yeah, not bad value. $12 for a set of 8, and the brand name is Mont, so I know it's readily available in Australia. I'm not sure about other parts of the world, but I do know that they're made in China, so I'm sure they're not just sold in Australia. But anyway, this was fun. I love the bright colours, and I'm really sorry about the footage that was missing, but it's a 50-50 chance with me lately, I think. So, yeah, sorry about that. Okay, once again, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think. I am still going to be putting some other stuff on here, I think. Just a little bit of gold. And did you notice the trouble that I had writing the word texture? And that's because right where the E is, there's a great big lump of texture on the page. So how ironic. But yeah, anyway, I had fun doing this. I hope you had fun watching it, and that you like it, and that you'll join me again for tomorrow's prompt, which is fabric, or a fabric. Anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully I can remember to press record. I'm pretty sure I know how I manage to do it all the time too. It's when I actually turn the camera right off, if like I might have gone and had my lunch or something. So instead of just pausing the filming, I've turned it off. Then when I've come back, I've turned the camera on, and in my mind I think I've turned the recording on again, but I haven't. Anyway, we'll put it down to a seniors moment. So thanks again, guys. Really appreciate everything, and have fun making your own creations. Lots of hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo. Bye.